Yay. Oh, you can hear me, right? I'm like still in chat mode. Hi, Bubba. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You're funny. You can hear me. There's a delay. YouTube changed everything on their live streams, and it's a total nightmare. So sorry that took so long. Yeah, there's a delay. There's always a delay, but now it makes me run through Google Hangouts. Hey, Brian and Ralph. Ralph, thank you so much for all your help. You were a tremendous help on that, on the premiere. So thank you so much. And you're my unofficial tech support. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Jeff. Loud and clear. Yay. This is awesome. Okay. So this will be, oh my gosh, the messages were, the things were going so fast on the premiere. It was just super hard. You know what? I don't really need to look at myself, although the delay is kind of distracting. So, all right, hold up. I wish I could shut my, Brian, you were a moderator at one point? I can add you again. There you go. You're a moderator. You got your wrench back. Congratulations. Heads up, there are people on the other stream. You need to kill that. Oh. Really? Ralph, I don't know how to do that because I'm not seeing that live stream, because that's why I had to cancel it, because I wasn't able to access it. So I don't see it at all. This is so confusing. You know what? No, you told me you were going to make me one. Brian said, Haven on Wheels. Hey there, Edie. Good to see you. I asked in the stream, but I'm sure you missed it. What are you going to do with Phoenix? You know what? Everybody hold off 1 second while I get everybody over here. Okay, so hold off on your questions 1 second. Oh, you did tell people, Ralph. Okay, thank you. All right. Hey, Debbie. Good to see ya. All right. I'm going to give just a minute. Oh my God. This is odd. Just this delay is so weird. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, hold up, Ralph. I'm sorry, everybody. This is what I hate about live streams. They're just never easy. All right, I'm going to see if I can shut the other one down. Let me see if I can find it. Just chat amongst yourselves while I do this. What is that? Okay. Oh my gosh. What is, okay. You know what? Hi, Barkart. How are you? This is Carolyn's first try on Patreon. Bubba, are you thinking of YouTube? So Ralph, is Melissa still over on the other one? Do we still have other people on that one? I'm having issues over here. All right, give me 1 second. I'm still going to try to cancel this. The other one. Oh, here we go. I found it. Oh, no, we're live now. I only show that I have one live now, Ralph. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. So, Bubba's first question. Hi, everybody. So, first of all, what did you all think? Are you excited? Is this going to be something that you're going to be interested in, kind of the videos on? Ralph says he closed it. So, hi, everyone. I wonder if they are just sitting on dead air. It's all right. I'm gonna this. Okay, hold up. Okay, I just put a message on Patreon. Okay. Okay, I just put a message on Patreon, so hopefully everybody will come here, and we're gonna get started. Okay. Hi, everybody. So what did you think? I have a couple people who said that they did not see the premiere. So in case you didn't see the premiere and you're just here for the live stream, I'm going to be hiking 1,000 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail this summer. I'm going to hike the entire state of Washington and Oregon. And yeah, I am so excited. Today I went out with a 30-pound pack and did 8.5 miles easily. So I am getting back in shape. So that's really nice. And oh my gosh, and I'm out of the desert. I'm in California. There's trees. I was able to have lunch next to a roaring creek, and oh, it was just heaven. So I'm excited about 3 months in the wilderness. So that's going to be interesting. And I know Bubba asked what I'm going to be doing with my rig. So I have friends in Oregon, and this friend is going to be my emergency contact. She's going to be the one handling my resupplies, mailing me all my food. And I'm going to be, they live on 5 acres in the woods. So I'm going to be parking my rig there. And I think she also has a mobile RV guy. So I think I'm also going to go ahead and get some work done while I'm not living in it. My roof needs to be done. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And all right, hold off 1 second. I'm going to go back. You know what? No, I'm not. How about if I haven't answered your question, why don't you just ask it again? Bubba says I should try the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to be honest. I've got no desire at all to do the Appalachian Trail. Oh, I know you're a North Carolina guy. I just, I grew up in upstate New York, and I'm even a little worried about the Pacific Crest Trail, because once on the end of the John Muir Trail, once I got in the woods and I was like just hiking in trees and woods for several days, it got really boring. I loved the John Muir Trail because it was so dramatic and above the tree line and granite, and I love the granite, and it's just a matter of preference. And also it's very humid on the Appalachian Trail. It's very buggy, and I'm kind of a wimp. And actually, even Oregon and Washington are going to be very much of that. It's going to be a lot of woods, a lot of mosquitoes, and some weather. So it's going to be very interesting. And all right, so let me go back. Hi, Heather. Heather, gently in the wind. Oh, I like that. That's new. Oh, or is it? Actually, I'm not used to seeing you on YouTube. Heather says, I haven't seen you with a grin that big in a while. So yeah, I'm getting back to myself, like not only post grief, post losing Capone, I'm getting back to who I was when I started RV life. And, I get a little offended when I hear people say, oh, you've changed. You're so much more relaxed and you're so much more healthy. And no, I was very relaxed and very healthy before I started YouTube, and I can share this with you guys. I never expected this whole YouTube thing. And as you know, it's been extremely challenging for me. And so right off the bat, my channel took off, and right off the bat, my peace and my serenity and my life of wanting to be closer to nature just completely got turned upside down, and I had to deal with thousands of people hating me and bullying me, and that has been really hard, but I'm in a good place with that right now. And so not only am I getting back to who I was before, while Capone was still alive, I'm getting back to who I was before I became, before I started sharing my life on a public platform and having to deal with all the negativity that, and that's just, yeah. So I'm reaching 100,000 kind of helped me with that for some reason. So, and also just a lot of work, a lot of work. Okay. So thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. And yeah, it is nice that I have friends to help me out. I've got some very, very close friends. So Carol is asking, how am I going to recharge my electronics? This is still very much, well, it had been an unknown for me. So I have been trying to decide what camera gear I want to take. And I think at this point, I think what I have decided is to buy the new Samsung Galaxy S10. You know, I really want to take my good Canon camera. It's about £1 with the batteries and everything. And I still might, but I hear great things about the Samsung S10. And so that might be my main camera on the trail. I'm also going to buy a new GoPro, the latest and greatest GoPro. And so I'll have 2 cameras. And the benefit of having a cell phone and a GoPro is I only need USB to charge them. I need 110 to charge my my Canon. And I have, it should be here, these power banks. So this is a little tiny one, and you charge these, you know, when you're in town. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to be resupplying every 5 to 10 days. So when I go into town to resupply, when I need to, and I'm hoping to not need to a lot, I will stay in a hotel and recharge all of my electronics. This just will plug into a wall. I'm going to get a much bigger one that's going to give me much bigger capacity so that I can go hopefully a week, maybe 10 days on one charge. And then and then it's then I can plug cords into this, and I can charge all my USB, my phone, my GoPro, all my USB devices I can charge with this. There's a bigger one called an Anker, Anker. I've been reading about on all the backpacker forums. That's a lot bigger. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. On the John Muir Trail, I took a little tiny solar panel, like a 40-watt solar panel, and it was basically useless. And you can attach it to the top of your backpack. But if you're in tree cover hiking for 10 hours a day, you're not going to be able to keep your electronics charged. So this is what I'm going to go with. Okay. I think I answered that. Okay. I'm still going to try to go back. Yeah, Sandy, that's what I'm really, my friend Bob, Bob, Cheap RV Living, he just got a new Samsung, and he's been sending me pictures and videos because he's really trying to talk me into just taking that on the trail instead of my real camera. So I'm not completely happy with the quality of the video that I've seen from it so far. So here is also another thing. The level of editing and videos that you're seeing from me, you are not going to be seeing from me on the trail, because I am going to have to do all my editing on a cell phone. And that's just oh boy, that's going to be hard. So I'm really going to be doing much simpler videos. Oh, what was I going to say? Quality. Shoot. Oh, so what I'm going to do is while I'm on the trail, you will be getting trail videos. But kind of what I was thinking I might do if I take my really good camera, my Canon G7X PowerShot, if I take that and take like really good higher quality, I'll do like a documentary at the end. Like, when I get back, I'll sit down to my real editing software and I'll sit at the computer and I'll do like a documentary of my 3 months on the trail and do the really good stuff that I like to do. So, Bubba says he has an Anker and he used it up by now. But when it was new, it was awesome. Yeah, Carol. So yeah, did that answer your question, Carol? And learn the Samsung before you go. All Android is not the same. I know, Ralph. Yes. I kind of don't want to buy anything in California because everything is so much more expensive here. So I'm kind of waiting till I get up to Oregon, and I've got a lot to do. I've been a stressed out mess. I have a lot to do. Haven on Wheels, hiking and being in the wilderness is great medicine. Too bad you could not disconnect, but then we couldn't follow you. Yeah, even when I did the John Muir Trail for 30 days, so I'll share this with you. I hired an assistant the same assistant I had when I had my Fortune marketing company, my marketing consultant practice. And she's also the same assistant who managed my business for me when I hiked the John Muir Trail. And just like the John Muir Trail, I was able to front load a lot of work, and she handled everything for me while I was on the trail, and I check in with her once a week, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I will have somebody, especially early on, because I don't want everybody to know when I'm on the trail, because I really need to take my safety into consideration. And so I do have an assistant. I will have help. So that's really, really helping a lot. Yeah, 10 good for every. It's too bad there is so much negativity on YouTube. Yes, it's not just YouTube, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And you know, online especially. People get to hide, and it is sad. It really is sad. Carol, I love your videos. Thank you. Carol says people could be jerks. Oh, you know, I've said this too many times. I don't keep want to talk about it, but you know, I think that's the hardest part of this, is just realizing how evil people really can be. Hi there, you're such an awesome person. Thank you, Heather. And then okay. Leave the learn the Samsung. Okay, love my Samsung. Hi, Sandy. Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Okay, maybe this will work. I'm excited for you. Yes. And Brian, yeah, you will be in a lot of trees. Yes. Carol says I'd answered her question. Melissa. Hi, Debbie. So the editor, Ralph says, cool, I might check out the editors. I tested 2 editors. One, and I don't know if I still have, I don't think I have them both on my phone. One is like the super, like Adobe, I think it was the Adobe one. And then one is Filmora Go. And I know some other YouTubers use Filmora. I didn't like the Adobe. I like the Filmora, and I haven't sat down and edited it. I've practiced it a little bit, the Filmora Go, to see just like what the features are. And I practiced the Adobe, and I like the Filmora Go a lot better, but I haven't actually like done a whole video with it. So the way I look at it is, you know, I remember being on the John Muir Trail, you know, and even though you're exhausted by the end of the day, I couldn't always sleep in my tent at night. So I will be editing videos. And like I said, you're not going to be seeing the level of video that you're used to seeing, but I think that they will, I think you're going to enjoy them. I mean, they're going to be like real time, real life. So I don't think we need a lot of fancy editing. And Ralph says, how much will us patrons know ahead of time versus the general public? Have you figured that out yet? I think what I'm going to do, and so I've said this before, and I kind of feel like I want to explain this to all of you a little bit, because I appreciate all of you, those of you who are on Patreon and have chosen to go the extra mile to help me keep doing this for a living. I am so grateful to you, to go literally the extra mile. I mean, everybody helps my channel grow. Everybody helps me make a living, but the people who are willing to invest the money to help me make this a job and make it a reality, I very much appreciate that. And I wish I could share everything with you. And some of you may not be aware of this, but we've been infiltrated before by trolls. I had a $7 level troll about a year ago who came on and stole a bunch of content and made it public. Stole all the unlisted links, started a channel, created a playlist, and said, oh, hi, friendlies, I've decided to give all my patron content to everybody for free. And so that was really an eye-opener. I mean, no harm, no foul, really, other than it took something away from you guys. But that helped me realize that I thought Patreon was a safe place, and it's not necessarily a safe place. And so I have to be very careful with what I share with whom. And so, because I had the patron at the $7 level who stole all my stuff, I have still felt that the $25 level and higher, I'm not going to get trolls there. And so I do feel safer sharing more stuff at the higher levels than I do at the lower levels. I haven't had any issues. I had one mean person who really turned into a nasty troll, but harmless. And so but so yeah, at the higher levels, I do share more real time, but I still like I'm not like sharing GPS coordinates, but you all, this is what I think I'll be doing. I think I'll be doing more real time stuff, so you guys will be seeing more real time. Hey, here I am. I'm somewhere in Oregon, and maybe even some live streams if I have an internet signal on the trail, and I probably will. So, am I babbling? I feel like I'm babbling. Okay. So yeah, you guys will be getting some real-time stuff. Or not real time. You guys will be getting some more, of course, just like always, you're going to be getting stuff that the general public is not getting. Okay. Bubba, low self-esteem folks make themselves feel better by tearing others down. It's sad. I agree. And Haven says, excellent plan, safety first. Okay, good. I'm glad you understand. And Jeff says, I was worn out after the 12-mile road march in the Army, but boy, did I sleep good. Well, yeah, the road march in the Army, aren't you carrying a bunch of weight and wearing heavy boots and fatigues? So Brian says, Filmora Go is good and simple. Yeah, I like it. To me, from the Adobe version, oh, and that reminds me, I need to pay for the I need to upgrade the Filmora Go, but it actually had more functionality even than from what I could see on the other one. Any questions? So how do you pass the time on the trail by yourself? Do you sing? That's a really, really good question. I think Heather asked me that a while ago. What I did, so I'm really excited about, I journaled a lot on the John Muir Trail, and I'm really excited about getting back to that. In fact, I just bought, where is it? I just bought a lightweight journal. This is going to be what I'm going to take with me on the trail, and I'm really excited about getting back to writing. So when I'm hiking, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about what I'm going to write and like all the creativity. How many of you have read my John Muir blog? So all the creativity, that I would normally write kind of goes through my head as I'm hiking. Toward the end of the hike, I started getting really bored, even with my own thoughts. And I did start singing. I'm trying to think of lyrics of songs. But yeah, mostly I'm thinking about what I'm going to write. I think that this time, because it is 3 months on the trail, I probably won't be alone the whole time. It would be kind of nice to maybe, and even on the John Muir Trail, there was a group of guys from Arkansas that I met, and we camped together a couple nights. A really cool young guy from Israel I met. We were both like in this really scary wooded part, and I was like, I don't want to camp here. I don't like the woods. And he's like, oh my God, neither do I. And we're like, do you want to camp together? And he's like, okay. So I kind of am hoping I'm not going to be such a hermit on this one, and hope to kind of make some friends along the way. So Sandy, good question. Yeah, Carol, I know. I can't picture a troll willing to pay. You learned something new. Yeah, they did. I think the channel, last I checked, the channel was even still there, even though I complained a bunch of times. I think the channel was still there. I don't want to talk about trolls, but you would be surprised what lengths they are willing to go to. Okay. Where are we? Bubba says I'm only one of 2 Patreon people on Patreon creators who gives extra content. You need to stop telling me that. I go between, I'm sorry, I still had like broccoli in my teeth from dinner, but I go between like, am I like spamming you? Am I giving you too much? And then like, am I not giving you enough? So the one thing, Brian and Bubba, that I really do is really important to me is that as patrons, as the ones who are willing to go the extra mile, my mission always has been to get to know you better. And because you are really my core audience, right? I mean, the people who are willing to go the extra mile are the ones who are really invested in the channel, literally and figuratively. And I wanted to at least try to get to know you better and answer as many of your comments as I can. And that's something that I work really hard at. I want to be able to respond. Ralph says, did you find a cool coffee setup for backpacking? You know, I bought a 1 ounce cone thing that snaps onto your cup. Actually, if you go to REI and research it, you'll see it. And I just tried it today and it was awful. It was so bad. I threw it away and drank my instant Starbucks. So I'm going to need to test that out a little bit more, you know, and it's just like a mesh basket, the pour over kind. I don't know. Maybe I'll take my espresso maker. It's £1. I'm seriously thinking about taking that espresso maker. So we'll see. Carol, journaling has saved my life more than once. It's one of the most therapeutic things I've ever done. Totally, totally agree. And I've been wanting to write a book for a long time. And on my hike this morning, I was like, oh, maybe I'll write my book on my hike. And, you know, my last hike, I was thinking about this today too. My last hike was 30 days on the trail. And I was trying to like figure out the time frame. So I ended the John Muir Trail on September 11th, 2015. I moved into my RV April 2016. So how many months is that? 4, 9, 3, 7 months. So 7 months. And I was thinking about that this morning. I mean, I came back from the John Muir Trail changed forever. So I wonder what 3 months on the trail is going to do. This is going to be very interesting. Sandy says, I'm a fantastic writer. Thank you very much. I enjoy writing. Brian, you haven't read it yet. It's very personal, actually. That was my very first dipping my toe in the water of sharing my story. And I remember sharing it with a friend. He wasn't really like a close friend. Well, you know, we'd gone backpacking together a couple times and he was, you know, a good enough friend. And he was also a colleague. We worked together and I was like, would you read this for me? And I was like, you know, and then afterwards I was like, oh my God, it's so personal. But yeah. Seriously, Ralph, you read the blog before you saw most of my videos. Oh, interesting. Barcart has read quite a bit. I just finished it, by the way. So if you haven't been there in a while, it's done now. It only took me 4 years. Singing video. Oh, no one wants that, Ralph. Carol says, can you share a link to my John Muir Trail blog? It is aloneonthejmt.com. That's my blog, aloneonthejmt.com. And I'll go ahead and post a link to the last installment when we get off here. And Heather has read it. Thank you. And E. Jane, am I going to show us the gear before I go? You know, I might save that just for you, for patrons. I was thinking about that again today on my hike. If I show you all of it now, it'll kind of take away the fun of showing it in action on the trail. What do you think about that? I was going to go through, because I'm hoping also to attract a whole new audience of backpackers. And I was originally thinking I would go through my gear as I prep, but then I was thinking today it'll be fun to show you on the trail how my stove works, what my stove is about, what my sleeping bag is about, what my sleeping pad is about. So, but maybe I'll share it with patrons only, but I think I'm going to wait until I'm on the trail to talk about that. I mean, I'm going to run out of content on the trail. I mean, how many miles of woods are you guys going to be interested in on the trail? So I think it'd be fun to kind of just cover my gear as it comes up. Melissa wants to know, what kind of food do I have on the trail? I bought like $200 worth. I think I went way overboard. Harmony House, check it out. There are vegan, vegetarian, dehydrated and freeze-dried food. And I bought some pre-made soups, but you can also buy freeze-dried everything, beans, potatoes, every vegetable you can imagine, spices. So I've got 2 cases up in my cupboard that's just waiting for me to assemble into meals. For breakfast, I'll probably do oatmeal and then like power bars. So really quickly, are you guys tell me if you get bored. Tell me, because I'm like just talking to myself. What was I going to say? Oh, one thing I learned on the John Muir Trail is back then I was working with a personal trainer and I was lifting weights and I was working out in the gym 5-6 days a week. And so protein was, and I had just been vegan, I don't know, maybe a year. And so I was super hyper focused on protein. And on the trail, I was super hyper focused on protein and I wasn't getting enough carbs and fat. So I've been doing a lot of research about nutrition for long distance hikers and endurance. Harmony House. That's seriously, we were just talking about Harmony House and I just got an email from them. They're spying on me. Hey, we got a new patron. They might be showing up here. Anyway, okay. So I've been doing a lot of research on endurance training and endurance hiking and nutrition. And I have learned that I was way too focused on protein on my first trail. And that's part of the reason I was so miserable and I was so tired and my muscles were so fatigued. And so now I'm going by a formula of 50% carbs, 30% fat, 20%, 20% protein. And so I'm going to be taking things like coconut oil, coconut butter, and which is kind of, I have a video coming out about some changes I have made in my diet. A lot of you have been saying that I look different. And I'm going to share that with you in a video coming up. But, and that's part of it, getting more fat and less carbs in my diet. But on the trail, I'm going to need a lot of carbs. So a lot of fat I'm going to be taking with me, a lot of nuts and stuff like that. Did that answer your question, Melissa? Okay. Yes, use the gear as content. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? While I'm on the trail. Melissa, you have my undivided attention. And Brian, not bored at all. Okay, good. Rather enjoying having a big time YouTuber to myself. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Nutrition info is interesting. Yeah, I agree. And I totally screwed up the first time. Carbs and fats are needed for endurance. They rebuild the glycogen in the muscles. So when you're doing endurance training, and I'm going to be hiking 10 hours a day. Wow. I'm like, what am I doing? Your glycogen stores get depleted and you need fat. I probably didn't do hardly any fat on the John Muir Trail. And yeah, cutting fat is for the sloths. Yeah, and I've been eating a ton of fat lately, and a lot of people have been saying my complexion looks better, and a lot of people think I might even be losing weight, and I don't know, but because I don't have a scale and I wear stretchy clothes. You're going to see that in a video. I said the exact same thing. So yeah. So I'm going to be focused a lot more on fat and carbs than protein. And so I look forward to that. I look forward to hopefully not being as tired and as fatigued and as sore. Although, you know, I'm 50, I'll be 52. So, okay. Debbie, you know, you don't have to read my blog. Don't feel obligated, but thank you. I'm honored that you would want to, even though you're not much of a reader. And keto-based, sort of. Brian says, yeah, exactly. My friend Christy came and visited me. I don't know if you remember, she was in that video, and she's doing a little keto, and that's probably where the coconut butter comes from and stuff like that. So I guess I'm keto-ish. You know, I don't believe in like following fad diets, and I think that maybe that's what that is. But a lot of it seems to be kind of making sense. So, and it seems to be working for me. But again, I have a whole video on that. E. Jane says, glad you're in training. It's an awesome challenge. It is. And it's been fun to be out again and to be backpacking. My beloved Capone has given me the freedom to be able to get out and hike and backpack. So I'm grateful for that. It's nice to be out. Oh, Debbie's like, I read a lot. I just don't read blogs. Well, you got to read mine then. Bubba, 52, I'm a baby. Yeah, tell that to my aching bones. Brian, I guess you're an embryo. Keto-ish and veganish. Yes, Sandy, definitely. Debbie, I'm a youngin'. Sigh, to be 45 again. Ralph, you're like 50. Right? 5 years. Can you remember that long ago, Ralph? There's a reason for every season. All right. Any more questions? Comments, you guys are all excited, I guess, right? I think I've asked you that a million times. Haven says she's used Haven. I don't know why I think you're a she. I don't know what's your name? Haven on Wheels. I've used Backpackers Pantry and Good to Go dried food in the past. Edie, that's right, Edie. I knew that. Hi, Edie. Coffee grinder, Edie. All right. Backpackers Pantry and Good to Go dried food. Okay, that's good to know. Although, like I said, I have enough food probably to live a year on the trail. Carol says, so excited for you to be able to, and excited that you get to follow along. I'm so glad that you guys are excited about doing this with me. Bubba, I lost so much weight while I was on the road last winter. Wow, good for you. Most people gain weight when they first start out. And I think that's kind of what I'm going through right now. The first 3 years, you know, change and everything, and just kind of learning a new routine. Ralph says, what did you say? I don't remember. Quite the jokester today, Ralph. Barker, are you excited? I can't tell. Really? Really? Do I look really sad? Like really forlorn and oh my God, I shot, you know what? Actually, the video that you guys just saw, the announcement video, if you go through that video, I probably said I'm excited probably like 20 times in that 20-minute video. Believe it or not, I edited it out like 20. I was like, oh my God, how many times can you say you're excited? I literally had to edit a bunch out because I was like, I just sound ridiculous. So Brian, oh yeah, absolutely excited. How soon are you starting the trail roughly? I'm sorry, I'm not going to share that right now. Yeah. I wish I could, but I can't because it wouldn't be hard to find me if I started sharing, a few simple things. So sorry, Brian. I hope you understand. And Bubba, how are the coffee sales? What's the best seller so far? Sam at King David Coffee is so overwhelmed. He's been sending me like so many emails. We sold 80 pounds of coffee, I think. And I'm not sure what the best was yet. He's going to get me all the information, he said, on Monday, but he wants to honor all of the orders and get them out as quickly as possible. So he's been working his butt off all weekend trying to get them out for tomorrow. So thank you all very much for ordering the coffee, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love it as much as I do. So thanks for asking. Edie says, oh, to be 55 again. Yep, the coffee grinder. Debbie, my plan was to walk a lot in Arizona this year. You know how that turned out. Yeah, it's actually really nice to be back in the forest. I think part of the reason that today's hike was so pleasant was because it's a lot easier to walk on the forest floor than on the rocks of the desert. It's either hard, uneven rocks, and I've twisted my ankle a bunch of times, so I'm kind of babying one of my ankles right now. I've been ace bandaging and icing it every night. But yeah, it's not easy hiking in the desert. Ralph's in a good mood. His taxes are done. Woohoo! And Heather, so excited. You're just so tickled. I am. It'll be so nice to get back on the trail and put some distance between me and the comments. Honestly, the comments on YouTube. A lot of you have probably seen me. I'm not very good at this. I suck at being like whatever you want to call me, in the public eye. I really suck at it. I don't do well with complete strangers telling me how to live and what to do and offering constructive criticism every day. And, even the well-being people, I don't handle it. I've been working so hard on myself to try to have more empathy and understanding. And, I'm getting there. I'm starting to realize, like, if you share your life as personally as I do, then I can't be upset when people feel close to me. I'm sharing a lot with you guys right now. But it'll be nice to put some distance. YouTube has become my whole world, and I need to get back some of my real life, my outer life. So And I gotta say, my patrons, you guys, I enjoy you guys so much. You really are like my core best of. I'm gonna feel bad now if this leaks out, but and I'm not to say that like some of my people on YouTube aren't wonderful and kind and understanding and people that I would really enjoy getting to know as well. It's just that in all the noise, they're a lot harder to see. But with only 200 people on Patreon, I get to see you. I get to really see you and really see who you are. And that helps me because I'm just talking into a camera. And yet, but thousands of people feel like I'm their best friend and they can, treat me like their sister. And I'm like, whoa. So anyway, does that make sense? If I talking too much, I need to go. I talk too much. What's my favorite? Bubba says, what's my favorite? My favorite was the Java Estate, the dark roast, and the espresso. Both of those were really good. Okay. So I'm talking too much now. And Ralph says, I need to go watch the video again. Had to concentrate on the chat. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. And I'll be watching the video after we done. Edie. Okay, good. And safety first. What's my favorite? Barkart says he loves Barkart. Right? I love you. You love my excitement. Carol, you got your shipping notice today. He's very fast. Yeah, he's, I like this guy. Like I said, I was contacted by 2 coffee companies, him and he contacted me like 9 months ago. And it's just kind of it took me a while to get the samples and then to, work out all the logistics. And what's the sam? Hang on, look. Oh yeah. These guys, Don Francisco, they sent me like 6 pounds of their coffee. And they were like, can we send you some coffee? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? So they sent me some coffee and then they started being like, okay, can we talk? Let's talk about a partnership. And I'm like, thanks for the coffee, but I've just already signed a deal with somebody else. And I don't like that coffee that much. Actually, that's why it's still down there. I'm not crazy about that coffee. So I'm really excited about Sam being a small business owner, a small roaster, great guy. He's been a fan for a long time. He's been watching my videos for a long time, wants to be a full-time RVer. So no better person really to partner with. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about him. He's a good guy. Who called me Carol? Wait a minute. Where did it go? Oh, did I lose you guys? Okay, wait. I have to try. I don't like. Okay, wait. Sally, what kind of chargers are you using? Sally, I already answered that question. I'm going to be using an Anker, Anker portable. What is they called? The power box that you plug into the wall, and then you can plug stuff into that. Is that coffee available in Keurig cups? No, it's not. EJ, my plan this winter is to climb your stairs without stopping. I think that's an honorable goal. Good for you. And Ralph says, if I can ever figure out a way to get coffee shipped to Canada, yeah, you know what? It might be easier for me to just drop it off for you at the Canadian border while I'm there. And okay. Where are we? I have to try. Jane, okay, Barkart, it's none of their business. Do what makes you happy. Thank you. Yes. Well, you don't have the constructive. Well, you don't tell the constructive critics to go F themselves. So that's progress. I don't know that I ever told them that. Did I? I might have. And I got to tell you, every time it's a struggle. That's my go-to knee-jerk reaction. Go F yourself. And I've learned the hard way you can't do that. People don't think it's funny. Oh, this is fun. See, this is why I love patrons. You guys kind of get it, right? You guys really get it. That was good, Ralph. Yeah, I know. I should tell you this. Well, no, I won't. Okay. Anyway, the constructive critics to go F themselves. Bubba says, I'm sorry I had to leave the fold for a while when I retired. Bubba, you know what? Please, I hope no one ever feels you don't need to apologize. I am so grateful for everything that everybody does to help support this. So thank you. Just thank you for being here. I'm honored and humbled that anyone would want to do this. The whole YouTube ride has just been really it's been a lot of things, a big huge roller coaster, a lot of things. And I talk a lot about how hard maybe that's why I focus on the criticism so much, because the other side I think is even harder to focus on. The fact that so many people are here and who want to support me and the channel and who really care. I think that's hard for me. It is. It's really hard for me. And I'm struggling. How personal do I want to get? When you come from the background and the family that I came from, when I grew up, the people who were supposed to care about me didn't. Like exactly the opposite of that. Not only did they not care about me, they completely shit on me. No, but So I think it's really hard for me to have so many people I don't know and I can't see care about me. And so maybe that's part of the reason I focus so much on the hate. The hate at least is familiar and comfortable, right? Wow, I think I just had a breakthrough. You're all witnessing like a breakthrough. But I think there's some truth in that. I'm used to being crap. I'm used to people treating me like crap. And so maybe that's a lot more comfortable, and maybe that's why I focus on it so much, because I think maybe that's easier for me to understand and maybe even accept than the fact that so many people I don't know actually care. And so, Bubba, thank you. I mean, the fact that you're here says a lot. Yeah, and I'm honored. So thank you. Okay. All right. Welcome back to Carolyn's Life. I am a little sunburned today, I think. Anyway, okay. You do not suck at it. You need distance. You're still a human being. Don't sell yourself short, Heather. Thank you. But you know what? I've been talking a lot lately about having famous people problems. Oh my God. I cannot imagine what a celebrity goes through. I cannot imagine like somebody who is recognizable no matter where they go. I am like itsy bitsy during the RTR, and like once in a while out of nowhere in Kentucky, I might get recognized, and I've been talking a lot lately about having famous people problems. And I never wanted this. I mean, I started a little channel 3 years ago thinking, I'll do a couple videos and I'll help people. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect it to be as popular as it is. I didn't expect it to grow like it has. And so it's been a huge adjustment for me to learn how to live in the public eye. Yeah. It's crazy. It's really crazy. I came out doing RV to live in the woods alone. And what did I do? I hurled myself on YouTube. Hey! All right. Thank you, Heather. You're always so kind. Okay. Brian, you're a big follower on Facebook. Oh, cool. Good. Are you on the fan club too? And Carol says you're totally making sense. Sandy says it makes sense. Bubba says it works for me. I'm a big dark roast boy. All right. Sally says I missed the part. Yeah, sorry, Sally. I hope that didn't sound like I was being a snot. I need to start a YouTube channel so I can get free coffee. Not. Oh my God. You wouldn't believe all the free crap people want to send me. I mean, everybody who sells on Amazon, I get offers every day of people who just want to send me their crap. And I'm like, no. So when I do, and I do have another sponsorship coming up, I guess maybe this week. We're kind of having some challenges right now with the contract. But anyway, I'm really picky about what I choose to share and promote, because I just get so much. I mean, somebody wrote to me and wanted to sell me like makeup and perfume. No, perfume. It was a perfume of the month club. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Have you even seen my videos? Why would I want to promote a perfume? So yeah, I get a lot of crap, a lot of offers for crap. Okay. Nice, good partnership. Yeah, Brian, I am excited. My friend Don was impressed with Sam when he went to pick up the coffee. Edie, oh my God, Sam like sent me an email. He was just, that was really cool. That was really cool that happened. So thank you for that. Yeah, he's a good guy. And Debbie, tea bags take up less room. My choice. Yeah, you know what? I like black tea a lot. And actually, I made a thing of black tea, sun tea, like a week ago, and it was in my refrigerator for like a week. I just, I think it's like a cat or a dog person. You're either a tea or a coffee person. And I'm definitely a coffee person. Brian said, I was saying, nice, Carol. Oh, got it. Okay. Melissa says, as soon as I figure out where to get mail, I'm going to order lots of coffee. Yeah, I know. That's always the challenge of being a nomad, isn't it? Where are you these days, Melissa? Are you still with your Indiana? I think last we heard. Sally says, sorry, I missed the first part of the video about the charges. No problem, Sally. Again, sorry. I hope I wasn't a snot. Brian, one channel had you going to Europe. I know. And I am so glad that, to be able to prove them wrong. Because, make your own effing content, I don't know. Oh, yeah. You want to talk about that? Yeah. No, I'm not going to talk about that. Jane F. Yes, we get it. See, this is why I love my patrons. You get it. You get me. You rock. Okay. Being on YouTube is brave. Brave or stupid. And honestly, I don't know. I say this a lot, that if I had known what it was going to be like, I don't know that I would have done it. But I'm not the type of person to run away from difficulties and challenges, as you know. So I might have done it anyway. Although, I'm thinking about starting a separate channel to help YouTubers, like potential YouTubers, because nobody talks about this. Nobody talks about the toll that the constant bullying, do you know how many people are writing to me by email and by comment every single day since I got choked up a couple weeks ago and said, stop asking me about Capone? I'm getting half a dozen emails and comments a day from people saying, just straight up, why don't you get a new dog? Just to upset me. This is how evil and awful, just taking the most horrible, awful thing that has happened to me in a long time and using it just to see me hurt. So it would be kind of fun to start a new channel and help other YouTubers navigate some of this stuff, the unsuspecting growing YouTubers. Brian says, we love your breakthroughs. Yeah. Bye, Sandy. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. Okay. Bye, Sandy. Perfume of the month, Sally. I know, right? Like, unless it's like pine trees or the natural scent, I've got no need. Bubba says it's going to be Ehrenberg in the winter. Super easy to get a mail there. Yeah, it is. It is. Ehrenberg is very convenient and very good for a good winter place. Indiana. Melissa's in Indiana. David was in Kansas this morning. 3 grandbabies I'm watching at the moment. 1, 3, and 7. Help. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Brian says, this is your marketing mind at work again. That's awesome. Yeah, my marketing mind never goes to sleep, ever. Sally, rude, mean people suck. They do. Sally, actually, I've been meaning to write to you. I need to send you an email. Ralph, yeah, it's crazy, but I raised their mama. Yeah. All right. So I don't want to keep babbling and boring you to death. Oh my gosh, we've been on like 45 minutes already. I can just sit here because you guys want to chat. I need to rest my voice. This has been a lot of talking. Okay, I'm going to go. Unless you have any more questions. Any more questions? Thank you all very, very much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Carolyn does Mary Kay. Yeah. Yeah. No, not so much. Not anymore. Think about all the money I have wasted over my life on perms, hair color, makeup, anti-aging creams, Oh, just all the stuff I used to buy. The pink tax, right? It's part of the pink tax. Selling the Invisible. What do you think of the book? I never heard of it. It's a marketing book. Yeah, the thing about marketing is it's really kind of been fun to see my whole marketing career. I used my marketing skills to help other people be successful. I mean, sure, I had to market my own business, but most of my time was spent coaching my clients, small business owners, on how to be a success. And it's been just kind of lately pinching myself with 100,000. It's been kind of fun to see, putting my marketing skills to work for me and the success that I've had. So, all right, you all, thank you all so much. I'm going to say good night to you now, and bye Jeff, bye Jane, bye Edie, bye Debbie, bye Ralph. Thank you all, and bye Bubba, and bye Brian, and bye Barkart, and bye Sally. Sally, I'm going to shoot you an email on Patreon. I have a question for you. Okay, thank you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm so excited about taking you on the hike with me, and just thank you all for helping me be able to do what I love for a living, and couldn't do it without you. Thank you. You all have a wonderful night. Mwah. Bye.